Gray matter of the cerebrum is cerebral cortex. Cerebral cortex. Whereas the white matter of the cerebrum is cerebral medulla. Gray matter of the cerebrum is cerebral cortex and the white matter of the cerebrum is cerebral medulla. The cerebral cortex has these gyri and sulci. Gyri and sulci that increases the surface area for more absorption. And in this cerebral cortex also has three different types of the areas. Those areas are, first one is sensory areas. It is also present in the cerebral cortex. Second one is motor areas. And the third one is mixed areas or the inter areas. First one, sensory areas. The sensory areas are which is helps to receive the information from the sensory organs. The part of interpretation takes place in these sensory areas also. And which means the sensory areas which receives the impulses from the sensory organs to brain. Whereas the motor areas, these motor areas controls the muscular movement or are voluntary movements. The voluntary movements are controlled by the motor areas. Now, mixed areas. These mixed areas, neither sensory areas nor motor areas. These mixed areas receives the information from the sensory organs, transfer these information towards the motor areas only. So it acts as a small bridge between the sensory and motor areas only. Those are the mixed areas also present in the cerebral cortex. It is also present in the cerebral cortex. Now we are going to discuss about the cerebral medullary region. I told you about one longitudinal line that separates cerebrum into right and left cerebral hemispheres. Right and left cerebral hemispheres. The medulla or the cerebral medulla, it is divided into each cerebral medulla, it is divided into 4 lobes. This is one frontal lobe for one part. This is another frontal lobe of this part. And these are one parietal lobe and this is another parietal lobe. Parietal lobe. And coming to next one, this is the part is temporal lobe. Temporal lobe. And this is one more temporal lobe. And the last one, these two are occipital lobes. Occipital lobes. This is the rough diagram for only the rough diagram. So the cerebral medulla, it has divided into frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe and occipital lobes. It is divided into frontal, parietal, temporal and occipital lobes. So this is about the structure of the cerebrum. The cerebrum is the part, actually the total cerebrum, it has several areas, sensory areas, motor areas, mixed areas and several lobes. frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe, and occipital lobes, and the cell body is also present here. So the cerebrum also, it maintains, it is helps for the thinking, reasoning, perceptuation means perfection, perceptuation, thinking, reasoning, cold, heat, mental ability, all these are controlled by the cerebrum. See, when any teacher ask you one question, when any teacher asked you one question, immediately we was doing like this. Yeah, what is that answer? What is this answer? You are using like this. So after some time, you get the answer, because here the cerebrum is present here for the thinking, reasoning, perceptuation, and cold, heat, mental ability. All these are regulated by the cerebrum. The part of the brain is cerebrum. See, the questions are asking like this. The part of the brain that controls the thinking, cerebrum. The part of the brain that detects the smell, that is olfactory lobes. The part of the brain that controls the cold, that is the cerebrum. The part of the brain that is helps for the reasoning, that is also cerebrum. So this is regarding to the cerebrum. It occupies 995 grams in our body, in the brain. So it is the largest part of the brain. Not only largest part of the cerebrum, the largest part of the brain is also cerebrum. Now we are going to discuss about the diencephalon, the next part. Once you take a snap for everyone. About the next one is diencephalon. Diencephalon, also known as thalamencephalon. This is also called as thalamencephalon. This diencephalon, it is located below the cerebrum. See this thing, this is this is diencephalon. This is diencephalon or the thalamencephalon. It has two parts. This is the roof of the diencephalon. This is the roof of the diencephalon. And one more part. And this is the part, it is the floor of the diencephalon. It is the roof of the diencephalon, and this is the floor of the diencephalon. See, the roof of the diencephalon is the non-nervous part. The non-nervous part of the diencephalon, it is also known as the roof of the diencephalon, is called as epithalamus. Epithalamus. Non-nervous and the roof of the non-nervous and the roof of the diencephalon, it is called as epithalamus. In this epithalamus, the epithelium of the epithalamus, it has a small stalk. A small stalk like root-like structure is called as stalk. This stalk has an endocrine gland. That is an endocrine gland. Endocrine gland that attaches with the stalk. Here the stalk name is pineal stalk. The stalk is pineal stalk, and the endocrine gland that attaches the pineal stalk is pineal gland. pineal gland. Very important gland in children. See, Nana? The roof of the diencephalon is known as epithalamus. This epithalamus has the pineal stalk with an endocrine gland is pineal gland. At the same time, the floor of the diencephalon, it has one more stalk. The floor of the diencephalon, it has one more stalk. It has one more endocrine gland attaches with this one. Endocrine gland. One more endocrine gland that attaches with the floor of the diencephalon. See, the floor of the diencephalon. The floor of the diencephalon, it is hypothalamus. Hypothalamus. The floor of the diencephalon is hypothalamus. This hypothalamus has a stalk. This stalk name is infundibulum. Remember everyone? This is very important point, that is infundibulum. So this infundibulum has another endocrine gland. This endocrine gland is pituitary gland. This endocrine gland, another name is pituitary gland. This pituitary gland is commonly called as the master gland of endocrine, or simply called as the pituitary gland is also called as the master gland. Okay, very important points here. The diencephalon, it is also known as the thalamencephalon. The diencephalon is the part is divided into three parts. The first part of the diencephalon is epithalamus. The roof of the diencephalon is epithalamus, first part. And the middle part, which connects the diencephalon's epithalamus with the hypothalamus, with the thalamus, This is the second part of the thalamus that connects epithalamus with the hypothalamus, that is thalamus. And the floor of the diencephalon is hypothalamus. This is the third part of the diencephalon is hypothalamus. The epithalamus of the diencephalon has pineal stalk with pineal gland. And the floor of the diencephalon is hypothalamus has infundibulum with the pituitary gland. This pituitary gland is called the master gland in endocrine orchestra, or the master gland. See here, the pituitary gland, this is endocrine gland. Let us discuss about once again the endocrine glands and exocrine glands. The chemical substances which are produced from the exocrine glands are known as enzymes. The endocrine glands which is the chemicals which is produced from the endocrine glands are called as hormones. So this is a pituitary gland which secretes several hormones. All the hormones where those are secreted from the pituitary gland, all these hormones are known as pituitary hormones, or those are secreted from the hypothalamus. So the hormones which are secreted from the hypothalamus or the pituitary gland, all these hormones are hypothalamic hormones. These hypothalamic hormones that regulates for some functions, those are osmoregulations are controlled by the diencephalon, and thermoregulation means temperature also controlled by the diencephalon. Osmoregulation, thermoregulation, and anger, hunger, and satiety movements means satisfaction movements. All these are controlled by the diencephalon. So the diencephalon is the part that controls the osmoregulation, maintains the water and electronic balance are controlled by the diencephalon. Temperature, anger, hunger, mainly emotions. Anger. Emotions also controlled by the diencephalon. Not only diencephalon, some emotions also controlled by the cerebrum also. So this is the diencephalon part and the functions.